Before we dive into this year's festivities, let's take a look back across the years. How did we get here? The year is 2013, and Sage Creek just opened its doors. Back then, and I'd argue even now, we're still facing this big question of who we are as a community. Current ASB advisor Mrs. Tapia reflects.
We do want these fun traditions that can go on for years and years. Aside from that, we're a newer school. So we get the benefit of building the traditions, which I think is the coolest part about Sage Creek.
According to longtime Sage Creek staff member Mr. Simon, Hoopcoming was modeled off of other schools that we were in touch with at the time of developing Sage Creek, like CCA and Westview. And since basketball was the biggest crowd-supported sport after football, the homecoming idea was morphed into Hoopcoming. Despite this early start, our small student population and lack of a junior and senior class at the time, among other factors, meant that Hoopcoming's growth as a tradition was slow going. We would not have our first big Hoopcoming dance until 2016. From there, it seemed that things would only go up. But, for better or for worse, that's not the end of the story. As some of you may know, this year marks our first Hoopcoming in a while. For seniors and juniors, may it act as a measure of growth and challenges overcome. Freshmen and sophomores, the next chapter of this tradition is yours to write. For The Sage, this has been Leo Ambrogelly.